Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Tigard Oregon real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 6 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, July 3rd. So I hope all of you had an awesome 4th of July weekend. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So as I always do, start off looking at active listings. This last week, I show we had 28 new homes come on the market in Tigard, which you can kind of see is a big decrease from the week prior. Not quite a low for the 6 weeks, but close. And then we ended the week at 137 homes on the market, which is just down a few from the week prior, but you can definitely kind of see an increase in the listing inventory over the 6 weeks here in Tigard. The median price and the days on market for the active listings, you can kind of see that's been a fairly tight range between 650 and 700. This last week came in at 665. And then the days on market, you can see we had a low of 11 and hit a slight high for the 6 weeks at 18 days on the market. So, on average, things are, staying on the market a little longer than they were prior to, earlier in the time period here. So moving along to pending listings or pending sales. So last week I showed we had 32 pendings in Tigard, which is up a couple from the week prior. Fairly tight range here. I guess we had a low of 21, high of 40. We were kind of right in the middle of that. End of the week at 156 homes in pending status, which you can kind of see has been kind of falling the past couple of weeks here. So kind of another sign of a bit of a slowing market in Tigard. Median price and days on market for the pendings, you can kind of see that that's been going up in general. Had a low of 619, and then this last week came in at 637, down a couple thousand from the week prior. And then days on market been pretty close here, between 5 and 6 days on the market. So things getting pending still relatively quickly in Tigard, under a week. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I show we had 39 homes closed this last week, which is a high for the 6 weeks. And then when I look back over the prior month or the prior 4 weeks of activity here, had 123 closed sales, which is a slight high for the 6 weeks here. Median price and days on market for the solds, pretty tight range as far as the price goes. Had a high of 637 a couple weeks ago. This last week, 625. But again, across the whole 6 weeks, not a lot of movement there. And then similar to the pendings, the days on market's been very steady between 4 and 5 days. And then the weeks of inventory and the sales price is a percent of the original list price. The red bars is the weeks of inventory. You can see 6 weeks ago we had just over 3 weeks of inventory in the market. That has been increasing over the 6 weeks. Last week hit just under 5, or a couple weeks back, I should say, just under 5. This last week dropped down a little bit because of the high number of closings this last week to about 4.5 weeks of inventory. And then the sale price as a percent of the list price, you can see that that's been, hasn't moved a lot. It was, about 106, 107% here 6 weeks back. Last 3 weeks or so, last month, basically, it's been at about 105, 106% of asking price. So, definitely the market is slowing down, no doubt about that. But also, it is still very much a seller's market with, just about a month of inventory and homes going for above asking price on average. So higher interest rates are definitely having an effect on the market, but as of right now, it is still a seller's environment for sure. So I hope that weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. I certainly would welcome the opportunity to become your trusted realtor and help you move through life. So just give me a call at 503-680-2065. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have about what's happening in the market or your particular situation. So I appreciate you watching and have a great day.